All right, welcome back to another episode of the Prosperous Man podcast. Thank you guys for joining in. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. I just appreciate it. Thank you guys for joining. And what I wanted to jump in today and what I wanted to share today starts us off with Jeremiah 29:11. And Jeremiah 29:11 from the King James Version of the Bible. That's where we're going to start. It says, "For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end." And what I wanted to just share, what was on my heart today, was just, you know, do you have faith for the journey that you're on? Do you have the faith that you need for the journey that you're on? And like that scripture says, it's like, we spend a lot of time praying and asking God to change this thing. Lord, do this. We want to see this area of our life change. We want improvement over here, money and finances, peace over here. We want all of these things. And while that's great, it also, with that asking, with that request comes, do you have the faith for the journey? Do you have the faith for the journey? And we can have so many things that can deter us. We can start out on the journey, and you can start out and you're doing great, and you want to see a business get off the ground. You want to see a raise at your job. You want to see, your kids doing better. But with that is, will you and are you willing to do the work for the journey? Are you willing to work for that? Are you willing to put into it? The Bible also says faith without works is dead. So it's like, okay, yes, there's a part that God is going to do. There's a part that he's already taken care of. There's a part that is under his realm of what he does. But there's also, he's not just going to just drop it in your lap. Like we just ask for it and it'll just happen. And we just have to stay positive about it. That's not how any of this works. And I think sometimes we get lost in that, and that we don't want to do the work. And if we are honest with ourselves, we spend so much time praying and asking God for things because we want him to change it and we don't want to do the work. So, do you have the faith for the journey? Do you have faith for what you're asking for? Because the journey and the manifestation, whatever you want to see change, whatever you're believing for, that's going to take time. It takes time. It takes a different version of you. It takes some growth in yourself to be able to be ready for that. One of the people that I follow online, one thing that they said struck me so much, and I've always used the example was, you know, the the me from 10 now, from the me 10 years from now needs the me of today to do some things differently. And with that, so kind of to break that down, you know, I am I am working on exercising more, getting better in shape, doing all of those sorts of things, eating healthier, taking care of myself. So to break down what I was saying is, me in 10 years needs me today to be consistent in working out. The fit version that I have of myself 5 years, 10 years down the road needs the me of today to develop consistency, needs the me of today to develop discipline. the the husband that I want to be in 5 years, 10 years needs today's version of me to be better at planning a date night, to be better at whatever area I am looking to improve. But I have to have that. I have to have the sight to see 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road. What does that version of me look like? And then I've got to be able to do the work. Do the work now for that version of me later because I need to grow into that person. So whatever journey you're on, yes, sometimes it is just a step of faith. Let me just do the one thing that will get me through the day, that will get me closer to the goal or the dream. And also it can be both. It can be just taking the one step, and it can be I need to have a vision that's bigger than where I am currently. I need to be able to see past my current circumstances, my current situation. I need to be able to see past that because that will help you in just having the journey for the faith, having the faith for the journey. If you can see past where you are now, if you can look past where you are now, no matter how good, no matter how bad, no matter how things can be good, and that can be that can be just a big a detriment to you moving forward as something catastrophic happening. When things are good and things are going well and everything is kind of evened out and things are just kind of moving at a steady pace, that can stop your progress because things will be taken care of. Family is good. Kids are doing good. We got some money in the bank. Job is going well. When everything kind of evens out, you feel like you can relax. And that comfortability will kill your progress forward, your progress towards the dream. Is that I've seen people where they will have a dream of starting a business, but they need a job right now to be able to support their family. So they will go get a job, they will start making good money at the job, and somehow lose track of the dream that they had because they were making 20, $30, 40, they're making good money. So if they're making that an hour and then you start working the overtime, they're bringing home a nice check. But with that nice check came the comfortability that they needed. So they were able to pay for the house repairs. They were able to pay for, the trips and food on the table and families doing good, taking the vacations. And as time went on, they got comfortable in that and forgot the dream that they had. The dream of what they wanted to do to start that business, to be able to help people do whatever it was. But that's just one example of like getting too comfortable can kill your dream. It'll kill the faith that you had for that dream because it becomes a bigger, at some point we view it as a bigger step now that I'm comfortable. If I step out there, will everything fall apart? Will I lose everything? Can I make that step and still hold on to what I'm looking for, what I'm believing for? Can I still hold on to where my life is and where my family is and still chase the dream? And sometimes some of that is, you don't know until you get out there. But that's what I want for you today. Get out there. Take the step of faith. Find out, what was that dream? Did you let one go? Do you still have one? Do you have a new one? Dreams don't have age restrictions or age limits on them. What's your dream? What did you want to do one day? What are you hoping to do in the future? Do you want to write a book? Do you want to work and have your family taken care of and have money in the bank? That's okay. Not everybody not everybody's dream. Put it that way. Not everybody's dream is to be an entrepreneur, start their own business, making 6 figures, 7 figures every month or something like that. Sometimes the dream is like, I want to be a good person in my community. I want to be able to help people when I see them on this with their signs on the street corner. I want to be able to have enough to be able to help people. Or sometimes my dream is that, maybe your dream is that you want to have a certain car or live in a certain neighborhood. Your dream can be whatever. It's your dream. Don't get online, don't get on Facebook and all these platforms thinking that you need to make your dream to what you see. Your dream is not, it's yours. Your dream is not cultivated in Instagram's algorithm, Facebook's. That's not where you're going to find your dream. Your dream is going to be what's in your heart. And we don't spend enough quiet time to know what our dream is. So then when it comes to will we see the dream? Will it happen? It won't, because it's not our dream. We've taken Instagram pictures, put them together, made our vision board, and that was our dream. And we never looked inward to see what our dream was. So that quote unquote vision board gets changed every year, gets updated, because it was never anything that was from us. It was never anything that was from our heart, that was deep down on the inside of us. So find out, what's your dream. If it's from your heart, that makes it easier to have the faith for the journey, because with that journey is going to come ups and downs. With that journey is going to come progress and then steps backwards. With that journey is going to come obstacles and things that you didn't know. With that journey, it'll be a journey. It's not going to be handed in your lap for you, but you're built for it. It's your dream. So if it's your dream, if it's your goal, if it's your vision, you are built for it. You've got to know that. You've got to trust that whatever version of me needs to happen, I'm built for it. I'm built. That version is on the inside of me somewhere. I just got to bring that version out. If it's the entrepreneur version, if it's the compassion version, if it's the business version, whatever version of me is, it's in there on the inside of me. So it's in there in you. You got this. You got this. So find out your dream. Find out what you want, what your goal is. What do you want to see? And then think seriously about what does you from 5 years from now need you to do today? What does that version of you need? What does that look like for you? So thank you guys for joining in for another episode of the Prosperous Man podcast. I appreciate you listening, joining in, and looking to get more consistent with these. So we will join in, and I will see you next time.